What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. If you don't know that already, I love all things makeup and beauty. I'm also a mother, so I apologize in advance. So I do have my kids with a movie on upstairs, so hopefully they're getting along. But I do apologize, for the background noise that my kids tend to produce in all of my videos. It's great. Today I kind of have this real pink vibe going on, and this look was inspired by a senior P.Louise artist. Her name is Brout _ MUA. Now with her look, she did kind of like a blue glitter shimmer liner type vibe, which I was gonna do that, but then I decided I want to go green, and here we are. So yeah, but this look was inspired by her. All the artists at P.Louise are super amazing. So yeah. Anyways, I do post all of my looks on I post all of my completed looks on Instagram. So if that's something that you guys are interested, I'll definitely leave my social media up above. And also I do post mini tutorials. So if you want to see the mini version of the tutorial instead of me talking for 15-20 minutes straight, you could do that. But yeah, so without further ado, if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. But my palette of choice today that I used to create this look is the Me, Myself, and MMMMitchell palette, of course. I really wanted to use the pink shimmer in it because why not, right? So I'm going to start by priming my eyelid using my P.Louise base as always in the shade number 2. And I am going to take the base all the way out to my temple because I'm, gonna wing it out real nice and crazy. I'm mainly going to be using this side of the palette. So the first shade that I'm going to be going into is this hot pink, which is called Morning Glory. And I'm just going to take this on a Makeup Shack T44. And I'm just going to start to tap this pink right onto that base. So I'm going to pack that down, and then I'll lightly start to just buff those edges out, so that way when we go in with our other colors, it blends really nice and smooth like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just intensify this color, and then ever so lightly I'm going to take it and just start winging it out. I've been practicing this. I always flare them out too much, but I feel like this has a really nice amount of flare to it. So I've been working on that. So I'm just going to lightly just flick this outward. Next, I'm going to take this pink right here, which is called Milkshake. I'm going to take this on my Beauty by Bianca X Dough Color brush, and I'm going to start just softening the edges. And this is like a very light pink, so it's perfect. Next, I'm going to be going into this shade right here, which is called Mini. And I'm going to take this on a Morphe E17 brush, and I'm going to deepen the inner and outer portion. Well, I'm going to deepen the whole thing, but as you can see, I'll cut above it, so you won't really be able to see it. But so I'm just going to lay this down. I feel like this is like a raspberry red. Love that shit. The nice thing about this palette is that it blends so effortlessly. You really don't gotta work that hard for it. So now I'm gonna go back in with Morning Glory, which is the hot pink. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend the edges so it's real soft. If you noticed, I didn't flick out that like the mini shade. I didn't flick it out. I'm just taking whatever's left from this blend and using that to flick it out, so that way it stays nice and soft. I'm now going to take this shade right here, which is called Muse, which is this kind of like burgundy brown color. If I didn't mix it on top of pinks, it probably would come off more brown, but I did mix it with pink. So, and I'm just gonna take this and really deepen. So like you could see, it's definitely brown, but it's like burgundy. Oh, and I'm taking this on a Morphe M321 brush. I love this brush, especially for adding in like dark colors. It's very precise and little. So I am gonna flick this out just a little bit. And then now I'm gonna go back in with all of my previous colors, starting from the darkest onto the lightest, to blend that out. Alright, so I'm going to go on ahead and cut out my crease with some Vaseline like I always do. Alrighty, so now I have a nice, shit balls. So now I have a nice, clean patch to play with. So I'm going to be taking my P.Louise Basic Bright, and this one is in Hint of Mint. And then I'm going to go on ahead and line this up. Okay, so you can see I didn't take that all the way down, obviously. So now I'm going to take my Baddie Cosmetics neon pigment, and I'm going to go ahead and take the neon green shade, and I'm just going to pack it down everywhere that I put that base. So now I'm going to take a little bit more Vaseline because I don't want the green to mix with that pink. And then I'm going to clean this line up. So now that I have that green line where I want it, I'm going to take another base. And this one is in Poppin' Pink. I'm going to go on ahead and line this up. So now that I have that base down, I'm going to blend the edges in a little bit more with my finger. And then I'm going to go back in with Morning Glory, which is the hot pink shade that we used first. And I'm just going to start to blend these edges. I'm going to just lightly start to bring this in. So you can see it's not very well blended, but that's all right. Then I'm going to take Milkshake, which is the lightest shade, and just kind of soften the front of this just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade, this hot pink shade called Michelle. And it's literally like wet in the pan, which is amazing. So I'm going to take this and pack it all in that empty space. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Peaches and Cream pigment. And this one is in Pixie, which has a really pretty pink reflect in it. I don't think you could see it though. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the Peaches and Cream glitter base. And I'm gonna pack the glue right in the center where I want that to like stick. And then I'm gonna take the pigment and just tap it on. Okay, and then I'm also going to take some gel liner and do a line of liner. That was so stupid, obviously. What else am I going to do with the gel liner, right? Okay, and so you can see that it's like a very harsh line. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little tiny detail brush, and this is a Luxie 141 mini round. I do have baggy eyelids, so I'm just kind of pulling it back a little bit so that it's not patchy. And I'm just gonna buff that up into this part. Just kind of smudging out the liner, I guess. My lash of choice today are the Cavalli lashes, which look like this, but the sign's upside down. The packaging doesn't make a lick of sense to me, but these are very pretty. These ones are in Moana. Moana. Or Mona. Probably Mona, huh? Mona. But that's also how you spell Moana. Personal choice, I guess. So, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lash glue to these and then do my mascara and all that good stuff. And then I'll come back and apply. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry before I press it down, and we're going to move on to face. I went ahead and washed my hands, wet my sponges, and moisturized my face. So, I just feel like doing like a full face tutorial on this look, you know? So, I'm going to start by taking my Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation. First things first, before foundation is we got to prime. So I'm going to take my Glossy Balm Primer by Touch and Soul. That's better. Still pretty zoomed in, but not nearly as close. So now I'm going to go ahead and take that I'm going to take my Becca Foundation. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I'm going to take my Pretty Vulgar setting powder, and I'm going to apply this under my eyes. And then a powder that I've just been really enjoy using is this Flower Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder, which looks like this. I don't even know where I got this from. Maybe Walmart. So I'm just going to take this and apply it all over the rest of my face. And because I'm so white, it just looks really good. I don't know, I just like the way my skin looks when I use this. Okay, so my face looks a little yellow, but it's alright. Moving on. So I'm going to take my Makeup Shack Silhouette Contour Palette, of course. What would I do without this thing? And I've honestly just been taking these 3 shades mixed together. I find that looks the best on me. Personal preference, I suppose. So next I'm going to take the 3 top shades, dab into those a bit. Really blend this together. And then I've been taking this little highlight shade at the back, which is called Vanilla. And I've just been like applying it to my face. I don't know, just kind of everywhere. I just feel like it just adds such a pretty sheen. But you just see that pretty like reflect that powder just adds. Oh, so pretty. So before I do my nose contour, I'm going to add some blush. So I'm going to do my Pretty Vulgar Hush Blush. That's the good stuff. Okay, I annoy myself. God, why am I like this? Okay, so I'm going to do my nose contour. And then we can go back to the under eyes, highlight, lips, then we're done. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I actually just went ahead and put that green into my waterline. And just so you guys know, I don't have sensitive eyes, but I don't think these are meant for the eyes. So I would definitely not recommend you doing this if you have sensitive eyes. And I apologize for how loud my kids' game is in the background. So I'm going to start by taking Morning Glory, which is the hot pink shade that we used first. And I'm just going to dust this under the eyes. And then I'm going to take some of Milkshake to blend that out. And then I'm going to take Mini really close to that waterline. So then I think for highlighter, I'm going to take my Jeffree Star Brain Freeze palette. And I'm going to take this pink called Frozen Fruit. You know when you just find that lip product that you're like, yes, that makes me that bitch. This is the LA Girl Lip Liner in Mauve. Perfect. Perfect. And then I just put this Vintage by Jessica lip gloss over the top, which this one is in pink sequin. So this is my lippy combo today, and it's perfect. Oh my god, it's so perfect. So this is the full and finished, completed, done look. I don't know how many different ways I could say that, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I've been really wanting to do something very like pink and blown out, and like I said, I've been practicing. So, yes. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but you should. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll the clip.